Hi friends, and welcome. I am Alicia Ariel, and this is my very first ever AuthorTube video. I'm really excited to share this with you. I have been trying to figure out for a little while now when and where to start on sharing my journey with you, and I have decided that there's no better time than now. Honestly, there's really not. I am coming up to my 1-year anniversary of my entire writing and author journey, so why not go ahead and start diving in and sharing it all with you. With that being said, I have decided that my very first video that I'm going to make and share with you is my Camp NaNoWriMo Announcement Tag. I've seen a few other author-tubers doing this, and I was just like, why not give it a shot, right? Let you know more about myself, my journey, and my current work in progress. Now, I'm just going to dive right in, and it starts off with number 1, you're a camper now, introduce yourself. I am Alicia Ariel. I have been working on a few different projects for almost a year. July 31st is my 1-year mark of actually writing, and that's just crazy to me. I cannot believe that. Really, really grateful and super excited about everything I've learned so far and how far I have come already. Question number 2. It says, tell us about your project or projects. So I am actually, for Camp NaNoWriMo, I'm actually working on my children's book series. I have this great idea to do for some picture books that they were actually my very first thought for writing a book, and I had thought about this for a little bit before July 31st, but that is when I first started actually writing my books. And so I am working on those during July. I believe I have about 23 or 25 different books in this whole collection, I guess you can say, and I'm going to be working on writing as many manuscripts for them as possible during the month of July. I've already got one completely finished, and I'm working on the rest of them. They will be picture books, so there's going to be a lot more detail of the drawing and illustration, but that will come later. I'm just trying to write the words for the books during the month of July. That brings us to number 3. Question number 3 is, what is your camp goal? My camp goal is actually to write as many of these books as I possibly can, and I will just see how that goes. I have set on my actual Camp NaNoWriMo announcement online that my goal is to write 500 words, I believe is what I put it at, for my books. And I just put one book, but really I think it's going to be multiple books because they're kind of like baby toddler age at this point. I do want my books to grow, my characters to grow with the children reading them. So I do have some for babies, toddlers, kids, a little bit older, that kind of thing. So that's why I have 23 to 25 different book titles, and there will be some that are in a series and others just stand alone, be able to pick it up off the shelf and read it without having to read all the rest of them. So, but they'll all kind of contain the same characters. Question number 4, rookie or veteran to camp? I am definitely a rookie. This is my very first camp to join and participate in, and I'm really excited about it. And if you are a rookie, what's one question you have about camp? I don't really know that I have a question about camp. It's been pretty clear about it all, so I'm just really looking forward to diving right in and getting started. And question number 5, how are you staying organized this month? If you could only see my wall, and I'll probably throw a picture up for you, but I have all of my titles on my wall with little note cards underneath to be able to put all my different details that I want to have in my books and just kind of break down my outline, I guess you could say, and then that way I can kind of have it page by page drawn out on my little note cards, and then I will actually type it up on a Google Doc. I have that started already, and a little bit of an outline on each of them, but I just do better writing it down first and then getting it up online. I don't really know why, I just do. So I will be using that to stay organized. Lots of pen, paper, sticky notes, and everything you can imagine to help with the writing process. Question number 6. What do you have in your survival kit to get you through the month? Pens galore, notepads, papers, washi tape, I mean, you name it, I've got it. Lots of coffee in the kitchen and hot tea. I have already set up some dates to go somewhere else to write, so that way I can focus on my writing. I also have time to just go sit outside. I do work full time, so I am having to work this in around that, but I think we'll be good. Number 7, predict how camp is going to go for you. I think it will go well, mainly because I know I said my goal is 500 words. That is an equivalent to, I don't really know how many books, but multiple books. So I feel like that will be really good. My ultimate goal is to actually finish one of the complete series, where my character, I almost said it, but I don't quite want to release it yet to everybody, all the details, so scratch that. But my characters they like to learn, is kind of what I'm doing, and so I'm helping the kids learn their ABCs, their numbers, colors, shapes, and animals. I was like, there's one more. And so that's my first series that I have for it. So I'm really hoping to finish that, all of those books this month. I have one done, and I just really need to get all the rest of them done. And then that's my ultimate goal. Well, that's my big goal. My ultimate goal would be to have all of them done, all of the books, all 23, 25, which I feel like could be doable because a lot of them are smaller, just kind of A is for apple, B is for boy, or whatever, kind of thing. But the other ones, I do know the next stage up, that the books are for the older kids. That one's going to be more of a challenge, because it is more of, they like to learn valuable lessons, which that will become more like they like to learn how to love. And that's going to be where they're accepting somebody who doesn't look or act the same. And those are going to be more challenging, just because you're kind of trying to help teach kids how to love and how to have all these great qualities, and it's just, that can be kind of challenging. So I know those will get more in depth and more challenging as I go, but I also feel like that could be doable, just because I already have it outlined and I know about what I'm trying to go for. So my goal is to have my first series done, and by the end of the month, and that would be awesome. Question number 8. All right, so do you prefer camps or regular nano? Regular nano, I have only attempted in 2019. That was actually the first one that I was really hearing about, and so I was like, yeah, this is gonna be easy, this is gonna be fun. I already have my ideas down. I was working on a novel that I am currently still working on, a 4-part novel series for new adults, but I am waiting on those until NaNoWriMo hits again. I'll probably start working on it again after camp, but right now I'm just trying to focus on my kids' book series. I did try and do that last year, and it did not go well. That was especially because I did not realize my new job was going to be so crazy. Apparently November is the busiest month of the year. Who knew? Not me. But to say which one do I prefer, I'm really not sure. This is my very first Camp Nano to ever do, so I don't know what I'm in for, but I'm really excited. So we'll see. Question number 9. What's something you would change about Camp Nano? I don't know, honestly, because this is, again, my very first camp. I don't know what I would change about it because so far everything's working out really well. So I don't know what I would change about Camp NaNoWriMo. Question number 10. What's your favorite thing about Camp Nano? My favorite thing about Camp Nano, I really don't know. I think I'd say that I can set my own goals just because with NaNoWriMo, you have to do your 50,000 words for your novel, whereas for writers like myself who do want to write children's books, those are not going to have 50,000 words ever, I don't think, especially children's picture books like what I'm doing. That's why I think I'm really excited that Camp Nano allows me to do whatever I want to do and set my own goals. And I'm really excited about that part. So I think that would probably be my favorite thing. But I will keep you posted because I will probably take this tag again and just kind of tweak it up a little bit to do for after Camp Nano and say how it all went, what I was able to achieve, and what I learned along the way, what I may have not quite succeeded at, and what I learned from that as well. So I will keep you posted, and yeah. Novel series. So and so yeah. So until next time, have a great day. Until next time, keep loving, keep writing, and have a very blessed day.